Close your eyes for a moment and imagine stepping into an ocean so clear that it feels like glass beneath your feet. You look down and see every seashell, every ripple in the sand, every playful fish darting around as if the water isn't even there. In a world full of crowded, murky beaches, there are still places where the ocean looks like liquid crystal, untouched, magical, and almost otherworldly. These are the spots where nature shows off her masterpiece, and today, I'm taking you on a journey to discover the top 10 beaches with crystal clear water in 2025. From pink sands that glow under the sun to lagoons where the water sparkles like diamonds, these beaches aren't just beautiful. They're mysterious, thrilling, and loaded with secrets that will make you want to pack your bags immediately. Some are surprisingly affordable, others are remote paradises, but all of them will leave you asking, am I still on Earth, or have I just stepped into a dream? Let's dive into the world's clearest waters. Number 1. Grace Bay, Turks and Caicos. Grace Bay isn't just another Caribbean beach. It's the kind of place travel magazines use as their cover photo. And for good reason. Stretching for 12 miles, this paradise offers sand so white, it's blinding under the sun, and water so clear, it feels like looking through polished glass. The reason? There are no rivers in the area, which means no mud or silt enters the ocean. That's why Grace Bay has water clarity that rivals a swimming pool, but with a wild, natural beauty that no pool could ever match. In 2025, Turks and Caicos might sound expensive, but Grace Bay has budget guest houses starting around $60 and local meals of jerk chicken or conch fritters for under 10 bao. The real thrill here is the reef. It's part of the world's third largest coral reef system, teeming with turtles, rays, and schools of neon-colored fish. Imagine snorkeling and feeling like you're flying over an underwater city, every detail visible. And here's a curious twist. The sand is so soft and reflective that on moonlit nights, the beach glows faintly as if sprinkled with silver dust. Grace Bay isn't just clear, it's magical, a place where day and night both feel enchanted. Number 2. Navajo Beach, Zakynthos, Greece. Tucked between towering limestone cliffs, Navajo Beach, better known as Shipwreck Beach, is one of the most surreal coastal spots in the world. The water here glows an almost electric turquoise, and because the bay is surrounded by cliffs, the sunlight bounces around, making the ocean look like liquid neon. In 2025, visiting Navajo remains affordable. Boat tours cost around $30, and local stays in Zakynthos start at just $40-50. But here's the part that makes it legendary. A rusting shipwreck sits stranded in the middle of the sand, the MV Panagiotis, adding a mysterious vibe. Swimming in that glassy water with the shipwreck looming behind you feels like being inside an adventure movie. Tourists flock here, but few realize the cliffs above offer one of Europe's most heart-stopping viewpoints, where the contrast between the glowing sea and rugged rock looks unreal. And here's the thriller twist. Locals whisper that smugglers once used this bay to hide contraband, which is why the ship ended up there. Navajo is more than a beach. It's a mystery wrapped in beauty, with water so clear it feels alive. Number 3. Bora. Bora, French Polynesia. Bora Bora isn't just famous, it's mythical. The lagoon here is a kaleidoscope of blues, from shimmering turquoise shallows to deep sapphire where the reef drops. The clarity is so unreal that from your overwater bungalow balcony, you can literally see tropical fish gliding under your feet without even snorkeling. While Bora Bora has a reputation for being ultra-luxury, in 2025 budget options still exist. Family-run guest houses from $70 a night, local Polynesian meals like poisson cru, raw tuna in coconut milk for $8 to $10, and free public beaches that rival resort lagoons. The thrill of Bora Bora isn't just in swimming. It's in swimming alongside reef sharks and stingrays in water so clear you feel like you're floating in the sky. Curious fact? Locals believe the island's heart-shaped Mount Otomanu protects the lagoon, giving it sacred energy. At sunset, when the mountains reflect in the crystal water, Bora Bora doesn't just feel real. It feels divine, like stepping into a dream you never want to leave. Number 4. Anse Source d'Argent, Seychelles. Often called the most photographed beach in the world, Once Source d'Argent is proof that reality can look even better than Photoshop. Here, giant granite boulders rise dramatically against powdery sand, and the lagoon in front is so clear it feels like a giant natural swimming pool. The water is shallow, calm, and incredibly transparent because of the protective reef just offshore. In 2025, Seychelles is no longer out of reach. Guest houses on nearby Ladigi Island start at $50, and you can rent a bike to explore the whole island for just a few dollars. What's curious about Once Source d'Argent is how the tides transform it. At low tide, hidden pools appear among the rocks, filled with colorful fish that seem trapped in glass bowls. Photographers love it because the contrast of gray rocks, green palms, white sand, and sparkling water makes it look surreal. The thrill is in discovery. Walking a few steps reveals entirely new angles, as if the beach is alive and constantly reshaping itself. Swimming here isn't just relaxing. It feels like bathing inside a living postcard. Number 5. Fulhadu Island, Maldives. The Maldives are known for being expensive, but Fulhadu is a secret that proves paradise can be affordable. Stretching nearly 2 miles, this island is shockingly empty, with waters so clear that locals say you can spot seashells on the ocean floor without even diving in. Guest houses here cost $40-50 per night, and simple meals of fresh tuna and coconut curry are just a few dollars. In 2025, Fulhadu remains largely untouched by mass tourism, which is why its waters are some of the cleanest and clearest in the world. The thrill? At night, the beach often glows with bioluminescent plankton, tiny organisms that sparkle like stars when disturbed, making it look like the Milky Way has fallen into the ocean. Another curious secret is the island's reef, where dolphins often swim right alongside small fishing boats, close enough to touch. Fulhadu isn't just about clarity. It's about feeling like you're standing at the edge of the world, in a place too perfect to be real. Number 6. Blue Lagoon, Malta. Between the islands of Camino and Gozo lies one of Europe's purest bodies of water, Malta's Blue Lagoon. This spot is so famous for clarity that even at 10 meters deep, you can see straight to the sandy bottom. The water shimmers in shades of sapphire and emerald, making it look like a giant liquid gemstone. In 2025, budget airlines make Malta incredibly affordable. Flights from Europe can be under $50, hostels start at $20, and local meals like rabbit stew or pastizzi pastries are just a few dollars. The thrill of the Blue Lagoon is how it changes depending on where you stand. Climb the cliffs, and you'll see the lagoon glow like a sapphire jewel, but swim inside, and you feel like you're floating in pure light. Curious fact? Pirates once used these coves as hiding spots, which explains why some underwater caves are rumored to still hold treasure. The Blue Lagoon isn't just a swim, it's a dive into history, clarity, and legend. Number 7. El Nido, Palawan, Philippines. El Nido is a labyrinth of jagged limestone cliffs, hidden lagoons, and water so clear it looks unreal. Kayaking through its bays, you'll often feel like you're floating in the air because the water is too transparent to notice. In 2025, El Nido remains a budget paradise. Hostels cost $15-20, island hopping tours with snorkeling, lunch, and boat rides start at $20, and seafood barbecues are just a few dollars. What makes El Nido thrilling are the hidden lagoons, tiny cracks in the cliffs that open up to secret pools surrounded by towering rocks. Stepping inside feels like entering another world. Local legends say spirits guard these lagoons, adding a mystical twist. The curiosity factor? The water here is so clear that even when sea turtles swim 15 feet below, you can spot them perfectly. El Nido isn't just a beach. It's a living maze of crystal blue adventures waiting to be unlocked. Number 8. Cala Macarela, Menorca, Spain. Menorca may not have Ibiza's fame, but Cala Macarela is a Mediterranean masterpiece. Enclosed by pine forests, the cove's water is so crystal clear that boats appear to hover above the sand, as if floating in the air. In 2025, Menorca offers affordable stays at $30-40 per night and tapas spreads for $5-6. The thrill? Just a short walk away lies Kalamakarelita, a hidden twin beach that's even more secluded. Together, they create a natural paradise where you can swim, snorkel, or simply float in water so pure it sparkles like liquid diamonds. Curious fact: because of the bay's shape, sunlight refracts uniquely, making the water look brighter than almost anywhere in Europe. Kalamakarela isn't loud or wild. It's intimate, quiet, and feels like a secret carved by nature just for you. Number 9. Whitehaven Beach, Australia. Located in the Whitsunday Islands, Whitehaven Beach is often called the world's purest beach. The sand here is 98% silica, so soft it squeaks under your feet and so reflective that it never gets hot, even under the scorching sun. That means you can walk barefoot for miles without burning your skin. The water is incredibly clear, shifting between aquamarine and cobalt blue depending on the tide. In 2025, budget tours from Airlie Beach cost around $40, and camping on nearby islands is much cheaper than resorts. The thrill? Hill Inlet at the northern end of the beach, where tides swirl sand and sea into breathtaking patterns visible only from above. It looks like living artwork created by nature. Curious fact: silica sand from Whitehaven was once used in making NASA telescopes because of its purity. Walking here feels like stepping onto a different planet where everything is brighter, purer, and more magical. Number 10. Pink Sands Beach, Bahamas. Few places on Earth look as surreal as Pink Sands Beach on Harbor Island. Imagine walking along 3 miles of soft sand that blushes pink under your feet, while beside you, the ocean glows turquoise so clear you can spot starfish and shells meters below the surface. The pink hue comes from microscopic red coral mixed with the sand, giving it an otherworldly glow. In 2025, Harbor Island offers guest houses for $50, $60, and hearty Bahamian meals of conch salad and fried fish for under $10. The thrill of Pink Sands isn't just the color, it's the contrast. Pink, turquoise, and emerald blending in a scene so vivid it looks unreal. Curious fact: locals believe walking barefoot here brings good luck because the sand has spiritual energy from the coral. Whether you swim, stroll, or just sit and stare, Pink Sands Beach feels like stepping into a dream painted by nature's boldest brush. From the glowing sapphire lagoons of Malta to the pink sands of the Bahamas, from Australia's silica wonders to Greece's mysterious shipwrecks, these are the beaches where the water is so clear it feels unreal. They're not just beautiful, they're stories, secrets, and adventures waiting to be discovered. So which one calls your soul the loudest? Would you rather dive into the bioluminescent waters of the Maldives, kayak through El Nido's hidden lagoons, or walk across the glowing sands of Whitehaven? Drop your pick in the comments and tell me which one just made it to the top of your bucket list. And don't forget to subscribe, because the world is full of hidden wonders, and we're here to uncover them all. But Nefer is the Kumbanusan and see.